Halo Infinite is a synonym for not enough content and definitely not fast enough. So we have the fall-winter roadmap, and this is really funny. They call it a fall-winter roadmap. I don't know about you guys, but when I think of fall and winter, I don't think about March or June, but there's a lot of March and June talk on this page. And boy, I just can't wait for the new November 8th update with Match XP beta, quality of life improvements, oh my goodness, and some events, which are just gonna be challenges for new cosmetics. Also, we got campaign network co-op, so not split screen, super fun. And they're adding mission replays, wow, what a novel feature. Then we're getting 2 new maps, sweet, a Forge beta. And I've seen a lot of stuff from Halo Infinite's Forge, it does look very impressive, but beta, and then a 30-tier battle pass for free. Oh, color me uninterested. Waiting for November for what I consider to be launch shit is bad. Not a hot take, I didn't think so. Next thing, so March 7th through June 27th. So, next fucking year in March, get some new maps, a new weapon, a 100-tier battle pass. Color me uninterested. And then we get some new equipment, in-game reporting, sure. New game modes, a fracture event, oh, I don't care. Custom game browser, again, some launch stuff. A new narrative event, don't care. Forge beta updates, I would hope so. And those beautiful quality of life improvements. Blech! My disappointment is immeasurable, my day is ruined. I have no idea how Halo Infinite takes itself seriously at this point. It doesn't, right? It can't. This is a joke. Literally every other shooter you could say this game's competing with is doing better in regards to giving people content and giving people content quickly. Halo Infinite is a very fun game mechanically. I love a lot of Halo Infinite's mechanics. Minus the nade spam, I love Halo Infinite's gameplay. The problem is that the game launched with like 1/10 of what a Halo game should be. But don't worry, in-game reporting will be around next spring. I don't get it. Like, I know 343 developers have been talking about some of their issues and some of the roadblocks they're running into, but as a consumer, those types of videos don't do a lot for me. Yeah, I'd love to be understanding, but you released this game last winter. Okay, this game came out last year, in the winter, but I have to wait 1.5 years for stuff that should have been there on day one. Stuff that should have been included on disc. This is such a cash grab, and it makes me nervous for anything else that Microsoft purchases at this point. Because I don't know, is Microsoft so hands-off that 343 isn't being held to an actual standard of any kind? Or is Microsoft just okay with this? Like, this is like an okay business model in their mind. I don't know which is worse. If 343 is this incompetent, I fear for Halo. If Microsoft is this incompetent, then I fear for the Activision acquisition. I don't want Call of Duty to do this, because you can shit on Call of Duty all you want for its business practices. I get a full game when I buy it. Halo Infinite dragging its ass was sort of a fun topic for me as a ranty commentator when it first started. Now it's sad. Now it's depressing. Because Halo used to give you a full package of enjoyable content, a very social experience that really made connecting with other players easy and fun. You got a lot when you bought a Halo game back in the day, and no, not anymore, you get to wait. This is the download it now and wait for it later video game. Like, Halo Infinite is probably the biggest title for me on Game Pass, and it kind of feels like I'm paying for a subscription to Halo Infinite as Halo Infinite slowly becomes something that resembles a complete product. Like, it's really sad that Halo Infinite was like this big thing to push Game Pass and the Xbox Series X, and yet the game wasn't ready to launch with the Series X, and on Game Pass, the game itself acts like a subscription service. Like, okay, you get it now and you wait for us to add things to it over time. And again, bare minimum stuff like Match XP, or in-game reporting, a custom game browser. And I swear to God, if one of you in the comment section is gonna go on and on about how games are harder to develop now, I will A, agree with you, and B, tell you that's irrelevant. Yes, games are harder to develop and the market's completely different, but Halo Infinite has had more than enough time to not be this pathetic. The fact that Halo Infinite is in recovery mode, it's in needs to make a comeback mode, and it's been sitting there for months and months, and since launch really, it's depressing to see that and then see the numbers 27 next to the word June. This is all you're getting up and through June. Motherfucker, that's next summer. That's like middle of fucking summer. And I'm pissed, not just because old Halo better, new Halo bad. I'm pissed because Halo Infinite is a fun game, but I've never seen a live service title handled this poorly. I have never seen anything this egregious. This is like a new low for the big three, Battlefield, Halo, and COD. It's the new low. After Halo sort of defined console shooters, it's funny to see it now defining what the problem with a live service platform is. This is why I don't want games to go free to play. I think part of the reason this is happening is that they're able to release a half-assed product that nobody has to pay real full $60 for, and then they're able to just microtransaction you to death while you wait for the updates to come, those updates containing the things that should have launched with the game, and then you just sort of accept that because you didn't spend $60. If Halo Infinite was $60, it would be a scandal. People brag about that Infinite is free. That's nice, but it has to be. If it wasn't free, this would be one of the worst debacles in the genre, in the industry. But because it's free, everyone's sort of just kind of shrugging and being like, modern gaming, what are you gonna do? I know what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna play the damn game. So, this is the part of the video where I provide some constructive criticism and talk about how 343 could... Who am I kidding? Why would I do that? Talk about what 343 could do better? Anything else. Anything faster. Literally, this is nothing. You can't even just like port some old maps from older Halo games into the game in between? I mean, this is all apparently subject to change too, so this could get worse or better, obviously. I am excited for co-op campaign, and I am excited for Forge beta. But that's, I think, where I'm really pissed. Because I'm a Halo fan, they know that I'll show up. I could be into my 30s by the time Halo Infinite is finished, and I'd still load it up and check out the new updates because I'm a fan of the series and I like Infinite's gameplay mechanics. So they don't really have to worry about pleasing fans because the fans are gonna show up once it's complete, regardless of how long that takes. Some people might be more disciplined and might just avoid it out of principle, but I'm not an activist here. I'm not trying to change 343's ways. I'm not trying to be the change I want to see in the world. I really just want a good Halo game. The context in which I exist around this subject is as the consumer, okay? As the consumer, I just want the product to be better. So when I see a roadmap that starts in November of this year and ends in June of the next year, and it's barely anything's on screen here, I don't know what to say other than this is massively disappointing, and I guess I have to keep waiting for my good Halo game. So this was just a cathartic little rant. What a fucking shit show. I'm excited for the DMR to show up though. That'll be nice. See you when I see you, and get out of here.